Yeah, baby. Sit their ass packing. Exactly. Yeah. I couldn't wait to get home from work. Yo, I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I was tired though, man. I ain't had the energy. I ain't had that. I didn't have the rest necessary to go ridiculous tonight. So I had to wait till the morning. You know what I mean? I'm like, in the morning, as soon as I get up, it's gonna be ugly. shout out to the shout out to y'all champions. they lucky it wasn't ring pop night. Man, your ass is lucky. Jason, you lucky. It would have got real ugly for you, Playboy. If it was ring pop night, Celtic fans would have been sick. They would have been sick. Shout out to the family. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. There's a difference between winning a championship and being a champion. That's something you find out when you're young. I didn't think it would ever be a thing in the NBA. But when you're young, you might be in a tournament and win a championship, but you're not a champion. If you ain't played for Gauchos or Riverside or Young Life, Aim High, like a team that's known for getting chips on a regular basis, you're not a champion. You just got yours. And thank God I got mine here and there. The Celtics got theirs. They got theirs. They got their one. But we ain't looking at y'all or treating y'all like y'all champions. This ain't the Bird or even the big ticket Paul Pierce era. Like ain't nobody jacking that. Y'all just got one. Alright. So did LeBron in the bubble. No, don't nobody respect that one either. And I still don't know why nobody respects that Denver chip. They earned that one. But when it comes to boys, it's like, all right, y'all got yours, but if we ain't respect LA, if we ain't respect Denver, we definitely not respecting you. Y'all just, all right, you got one. Now what? Yo, toss the rock up and let's get to work. They lucky it wasn't ring pop night. You lucky. You done brought Jason Tatum. You done brought Jason Tatum back. Fresh off of his Olympic internship. This nigga was in the Olympics taking notes. Those are what champions look like. That's how champions get you. That's when you roll out the red carpet and get the perks of being a champion repeatedly. That's when you'll get treated. You won one. You couldn't even sit at their table. You probably had to carry the bags. But it's part of the process. Even before you become a DJ, you got to carry crates. Everybody, before Flex became Flex, he had to carry crates. Everybody go through that. Then you brought back Jaylen Brown from his non-Olympic internship. He had a free summer. I like that song you did with A$AP Ferg, though. I didn't even know that was him until I really watched the video. Like, oh, shit, that looked like Jaylen Brown. But shout out to Jaylen Brown, a.k.a. the Black Tony Starks. You know he got a lab. He went to Cal Fullerton. He's smart. He's not one of these basketball players who are not without real intelligence. Not that, I've been coached to talk to the media. He's really, you can sit down and really chop it up. You can really build with him. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. But I don't see why he wasn't in the Olympics, but I know the NBA ain't really rocking with him. But he should have been. When is the Finals MVP not in the Olympics? That's crazy. But whatever. We still not treating y'all like champions. I don't care about none of that. And I'm telling you, if you come, listen, y'all come to TD playing. Y'all come to TD half-stepping. You gonna get smoked. Listen, if you ain't coming to work, you gonna be to work. And that's just how it goes. We not playing. We got an agenda and we're working towards something. If you get in the way of that, you gonna be to work. It don't make no difference. Win, lose, or draw, you gonna be that work. It's gonna be some smoke. It's gonna be some furniture moving. You not coming there thinking shit sweet. Ain't no partying, ain't no hanging out, ain't none of that. It's quiet. You got work to do. Get your rest, because it's gonna be a long night from top to bottom. We went toe-to-toe with y'all champ. We went toe-to-toe against that evolved Brad Stevens system and won. That's what I'm impressed with. It's not so much the what they did lately. Yeah, they won a championship. But we went up against that evolved, that Joe Mazzulla, Brad Stevens amalgamation, and we won. I promise you, Missoula is tight. They wasn't expecting to lose. They didn't come to. They really on some. We could beat anybody, however, whoever we got. They have a formula, and it's working. Even the players shoot alike. I thought it was just a Marcus Smart thing, but they all shoot alike. They all have pretty much the same form, the same release, the same follow through, all of that, same footwork. But it's all good. Shout out to them. But sometimes it don't work. Most of the time, it ain't gonna work, especially with the NBA evolving and taking on and adopting their style of play, which is what I didn't want. But when you play against the Celtics, when in Rome, do as. And that's what it is. And to be honest with you, Darko was cooking. We had guys, it looked like Butler motion out there. It looked like that. If you know anything about Butler, they move a lot, especially back in the 80s and 90s. A lot of motion, a lot of motion, a lot of moving, a lot of moving parts, the ball moving, a lot of backdoor screens, a lot of that. It was beautiful to watch. It was real basketball. I enjoyed every second of it. I enjoyed seeing guys get out there and work and not just sit there and wait for a shot, but move around, set screens, fade to the 3-point line, cut to the basket. Listen, man, Scotty was finding everybody. It was beautiful to see. It was beautiful to see. Listen, everybody got questions. What that system gonna look like from Darko? Now you know. It's gonna look. Listen, I was just waiting for him to figure it out. I wasn't gonna be harsh on him, but this year was an important one. He needed to show something. We need to see some type of signature style that we can hang our hats on and look forward to seeing offensively and defensively. Instead of saying, yeah, it's a 5-second rule. Nah, we need something a little more detailed than that. We're grown folk. We're grown ups. Listen, you gotta give us a little more than that. We're getting it. Beautiful, beautiful basketball. Non-intimidated basketball. That's what's important. We don't look shook. That's all. That was one of my things. With young teams, they look they stargaze and they get caught up in I'm in the NBA finally, and they get intimidated by. They didn't look shook. We got guys who really they don't want to go to the G League. That's a fact. They are playing. Nobody wants to. Battle don't want to go. Shed don't want to. Don't nobody go. Nobody want to go to the G League. Everybody want to play with the main crew. You know what I mean? And this was a good sparring match. Sometimes you got to spar with the champ or the one who got the belt, the belt holder. You know what I mean? And it felt like Rocky 3 a little bit. It felt like Creed 3 a little bit. Listen. At a certain point, we gonna come see y'all about that. Somebody gonna have to give up the belt. Somebody gonna have to see us for the chip at some point. We're gonna keep building to that point. The NBA is gonna keep evolving, and the rubber is gonna meet the road, and our opportunity is gonna be right in front of us. And it's gonna be up to us. And the fact that we got our young boys closing out games and they closing the store right, and they finishing games strong, truly competing, man, listen, you keep on playing. Keep thinking we're not taking advantage of all opportunities with aggression. Keep playing. Keep playing it like acting like it ain't gonna be a fight. I'm looking at our team and I'm like, we are on a totally different page. We are on a totally different. We're here, but we're not here. Physically, we with y'all on the court, but mentally, we are really hunting something down. And I love it. I love it. I love it. This was a shootout. If you're going to play against the Celtics, it's going to be a shootout. And we knew it. That's what you have to accept. I think that was part of our problem. Whenever we play against a team, we didn't accept that this team, this is who they are, accept them for who they are, and play against them as that individual, as that archetype. I know we want to come in and be who we want to be and showcase some things. This is who he is. Let's play against who he is. Let's beat him. And we'll have opportunities to show the other stuff later, but beating whoever's in front of us is very important. When we're playing against the Celtics, it's a shootout. When we play against the Knicks, it's going to be a brawl. We play against Philly, it's going to be physical. We play against Miami, it's going to be it's going to be petty. You know what I mean? We play against Orlando, we going to have to run. And we running. Woo, we running. Woo, we running. When we play against all these teams, we have to accept the archetype that they are and compete against that and beat that. Don't play against who we think they are. Play against who they actually are. This is who you are, good. I'm going to compete against that. Not you at your best, who you are right now. Get you out the way. It was a shootout. And we accepted the shootout. We accepted the challenge. Thank you. We didn't get that last year. We didn't accept certain archetypes of teams and compete against them in that fashion. Even with Nick Nurse, we had a problem with that. I like the fact that this was a shootout. We accepted it. Let's get to it. However it happened, if we lose, it's cool. It's a shootout. We accepted the terms of engagement. We don't want it how we want it. We accept it how it is. This was a shootout. And we hopped out on their ass early. We almost dropped 50 in the first quarter. Play catch up. They had to get to work in that second quarter, or it was going to be ugly. It was going to stay that way. It was going to be ether. It was going to be ether. I heard the first, watching that first quarter, I heard ether in my head. I heard the beginning of ether. I was like, okay now. But it worked itself out. They had 40 points in the second quarter. But it's about the tone that we set. We set the performance tone, and we let them know we're accepting you as you are. Let's compete. We kept our scoring pace. That's one thing I love about this team. Once the tone is set, everybody follows suit. There's no letdown. You may think, all right, he ain't got no experience, but he got effort. He got heart. He's coming to work. That's a grown man over there. That's a grown man, Buddha. That's a grown man working. We started strong. We ended the game strong. Got them up out of there. Y'all thinking it's just preseason. And we ain't got no preseason. We too young to act like it's a preseason. Every game count. Every game is that work. Every game is part of us building that knowledge base and that experience base and the fundamental base so that we can continue to attack and continue to win. We're figuring out the formula as a collective and individually. Because everybody counts. We got our stars. And last night, nobody shined brighter than Scotty. Phenomenal night. He needed that one. Because RJ got his. RJ got his against the Wizards. A big win, too. Big fish. Caught a big fish. Big whale. But then here we come. Scotty needed one. Scotty got his. Almost had a 20-something point triple-double. Beautiful night. Thank you for using the pull-up jump shot. Thank you. Thank you for using the mid-range. We got access to the pull-up jump shot mid-range all day long. We had access to that for the last 4 or 5 years. No one wanted to shoot that. Now we got guys pulling up. Shout out to Grady, a.k.a. Tom Grady. Shout out to Tom Grady. I've been looking for a name. I wasn't going to leave. I wasn't going to call my name. I'm not calling him Nick. I'm not saying it. Pause. I'm not doing it. But shout out to young Tom Grady. You know what it is. He love that shootout. Gunslinger. Looking like Billy the Kid out there. Pew, 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 pew. Let's get to it. Listen, he can't be shy. Bust that, man. Shoot. We came out there shooting. 46% of our shots were threes. Yeah, that way. I mean, hey, when in Rome, do as the Romans. That's it. 46% of our shots were threes. We hit 15 of 48. We kept it close. They hit only 3 more threes than us. The other game, them niggas hit like 10 more threes than us. or 8. They had like a good cushion, 24 to 30-point cushion from threes. They ain't had no cushion. They had to work. You know what I mean? And, Jason Tatum almost pulled his whole leg off. He almost pulled that hammy trying to be cute. Keep playing. This that work. You better pace yourself, young fella. But we had a good night. Shot 50% from the field. We were aggressive. We took 92 shots. We should only be taking 92 shots. Anything less than 92 shots is uncivilized. It's too conservative. We are not efficient enough. We don't have enough experience to experience success only shooting 84 shots. We should be shooting 92 to 95 shots on everybody. Be aggressive. What they gonna do? Stop us? All right, try it. Your ass gonna be exhausted. And the team that you play against next will thank us. We look like that work. We look like that smoke. We look like two uncles at a spades game in the living room. They done reneged, and now it's time to rumble because you lost us the game. We went out there and had 57 rebounds and 56 points in the paint. It's that work. That's that blue collar. That's that blue collar. You punching in, baby. You clock in. Good. Listen, solid day of work, solid pay. Well, what you want from us? 34 assists, 23 fast break points. We still up at, listen, we ain't had less than 19 fast break points yet. Nobody runs in the preseason. Ain't no preseason for us. We running. This is our lifestyle. We young. What we walking up the court for? I always said that. It don't make no sense to walk. For what? We're young. Run. You got to run. You got a young team, fail forward. Run. Do everything fast. Everything. Run. Ain't no walking up the court. We ain't at that part yet. After the next chip, then we can walk up the court and let them look at us run our offense deliberately and be smooth about it. But now we got something to chase after. You know what I mean? The scoring pace is very important. Scoring in transition off of rebounds is very important. Executing. That's another thing. When we're playing fast and we're executing, you don't have a shot in hell. You might as well just go ahead and tie them Timbs up. Understand that sheetrock is heavy. You know what I mean? You got a lot of heavy lifting. Go ahead, put that beam on your shoulder and stop playing. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. It's that work. Y'all playing. Y'all acting like y'all could come up in here and dilly-dally. No, you got to put them gloves on out here. We working, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we are who we are. This is all I care about. As long as these teams come knowing that they got to clock in and they can't do that cute shit, calling models to the hotel room, you ain't calling nobody. And you ain't going to have your girl come to the game either. We on that type of time. You going to get smoked in front of her. You ain't coming. There ain't no winning. Ain't no winning. You ain't coming there to win. She going to watch you get dragged by us. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. It's that type of time. And our bench had a good night. It ain't the 62 and 22 that we wanted. The Will Chamberlain numbers they was putting up. 26, 18 rebounds, 7 assists as a group. I like that. 26 points, 18 rebounds, 7 assists as a collective. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. We expected Boston to be Boston, but Boston didn't expect us to be Boston too. We accept the challenge. Let's get to work. You go ahead and shoot 60% of your shots as threes. Go right ahead. 60% of their 92 shots were threes. That's what they're going to face all season long. They're going to have to find something new because everybody going to do it against them. You want to beat the Boston Celtics, play like the Boston, shoot like the Boston Celtics. That's it. You're all professionals. They're no better than you. They're just comfortable in that space, in that outer limit. You just got to step out there and become comfortable like they are. Look who they got shooting. They ain't got no real superstar. There's not one pure shooter on that team. Tell me I'm lying. They were taught how to shoot that way. And which isn't easy to do. It's hard to teach someone how to shoot differently and be more accurate and better in game time. They have it mastered. That's magnificence. To that, I give them all the credit. They don't have a pure shooter on that team, though. They got guys who are taught to shoot magnificently well. And that's what it is. Beautiful system. I give them that. But as someone who comes in, there's no Devin Booker on that team or no Kevin Durant on that or no Steph. These guys will score. Everybody they got is a scorer. They got scorers that they taught how to shoot to accentuate their scoring ability. Smart. But we still gonna put our hands and our feet on y'all. That's all it is. Now we showed everybody, listen, just because they got a ring, just because they put a ring on it, that's because they went and put a ring on it. It don't change nothing, nigga. It's the same old relationship. That's it. It's the same old relationship. You just a sucker with a ring. That's all. Let's get to work. Yeah. Our stars shine bright. Scotty had a great night. I can't wait to talk about his individual performance in my next video. Scotty, listen, that was smooth. And it was smooth, too. That's what people forget. He stayed within himself. He was just accurate. Them back-to-back three, everything was hitting all net, too. Not touching the rim. Ooh. Pulling up in the perimeter, splash. Man, listen. Him and young Tom Grady looked like the Splash Brothers out there. They was looking like this. What? Shout out to the young Tom Grady. That boy was accurate. Let's go. Let's get to it. Jakob Poeltl had another double-double. People keep underestimating him, talking about we need to trade him for somebody. No. I liked him before we got him. I liked him. I like the idea of getting him. I like the fact that we got him. That teardrop that he uses, that floater that he uses, we need that. We need his rebounding. We ain't even play Kels yet. Quickly ain't play yet. RJ, man, listen. Woo! Come over here half-stepping. And finally, Ochai Agbaji finally showed up. Thank you. Shout out to the Stonewalls denim jacket he had on with the collar up. That's how we wore. Listen, you got to be from the era to know what that collar flipped up mean. Some 90s, 80s, 90s shit. That's what, listen, flip the collar. Don't ask us why we did it. We just did it. Ain't nobody wearing no Averex without the collar flipped up. Unless you from somewhere else. Ain't nobody wearing nothing, no leather jacket unless that's just what it is. It might have been the Arthur Fonzarelli in us, the cool in us. That's all it is. But the collar always gonna be up. And shout out to him with the stonewash. Looking like Lenny Kravitz. Looking like a young Lenny Kravitz over there. You finally showed up. Thank you. We've been waiting since last year. Thank you. Let's get it right. We need you to perform. You listen, he need more tiger, lion, and bear in him, though. He too soft. He got to be. We need that aggression. Look at him. He's built like a football player. Utilize that. Be aggressive. He want to be a nice guy. Nah, you could be a good guy. You can be good. You don't have to be nice. This is competition. You can be good. Good meaning fair. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to cheat you. But listen, I'm going to apply that pressure until you break. And I'm looking forward to seeing you break in a million pieces so I can kick them. That's what winners do. You break your competition and then you kick the pieces. That's just what it is. That's life. Welcome to the new world. It's what it is. You break your competition into a million pieces and then you kick them. They do it to us. So it's only right that we return the favor. That's just what it is. Big fish take little fish. It's just what it is. Big bank take little bank. That's just what it is. If my product is better than yours, you got to go somewhere with that. Taking the clientele, that's life. We expect them to perform well. We expect them to adapt. Listen, we got dogs. Jamal Shed is a dog. We got dogs. Listen, we not playing. Ain't no passive aggression out here. We set the tone. You follow suit. Ain't no friends. We gonna break you into a million pieces and then we gonna kick them. That's it. That's what we did last night to your champs. That's what we did to the champs. They got their ring. God bless them. I'm still I'm still not jacking it. I don't care. I'm an old New Yorker. Just if we don't like you, we don't like you. Even if you're successful, it's like, nigga, I still don't like you. Fuck away from me. Ain't nobody playing that. I don't care if you won a championship. Yeah, but I don't care. Then I'll just be wrong. But we won a championship. So what? You're still a dweeb. That's that. Now what? You still getting put in the locker. You in that championship ring. Sit. That's how we carrying it. Now you can go ahead. You can talk about we won though. So what? We ain't got to treat you like nothing. It's competition. Break you into a million pieces and kick them. Nobody want to hear all that. Nobody rolling out the red carpet. You better bring one with you and have them girls drop them flowers on the floor for you because we ain't doing it. Sorry. We work at McDonald's. Either you coming in to mop the floor or you going to have to keep it moving. Hey, yo, I'm out of here. It was a beautiful night. Shout out to Scotty and the boys. The bench is still doing what they do. Darko, I see you, Cobra Commander. Get to work. Put the pressure on them. Y'all over here questioning everybody's thoughts and everybody's ideas like you got better ones. And you don't. We outside. Hit that like button and subscribe if you do. There is no competition. There's a million pizzas on the floor that I'm going to be kicking.